Hello, welcome in, Max. Oh, welcome TFCC. Welcome along. How are yous? Hope you're well. Happy Friday as always. And as always, it's been a hell of a week, but glad it's Friday now. And yeah, and we're here. Unusually for me, I actually have some Guinness. I wouldn't be one to go out and buy Guinness. And I have the very occasional pint, but I had a few people over there last week, and one of them left a load of Guinness here, so so free beer. Yes, there you go. Hope yous are well. Yeah, gonna do a bit of coding tonight. Wait for that sound. Oh, yeah. That's the stuff. Beautiful thing. Oh, look at that. You're actually getting reflections on it there, so it's not that great. But that is a beautiful thing. Yes, and sorry I wasn't here last week. Unrelated to all the people who were in my house. But it wasn't unrelated, it was entirely because of that. But oh no, that was, hold on a second, that was a Saturday. No, I actually had something on Friday night. That's what it was. And I couldn't stream. I would occasionally stream on a Saturday if I can't do it on Friday. But that was out also. It is. Oh well, actually, you know what? I'm not like I said, I'm not an expert on it. It does have a thing in it. So you know what? I don't know. I probably should have just poured it all in one go, but sure. We'll give it a go. Yes, sure, it'll do. And it's also only a 440ml. It's not even a pint. So it's slightly short on the glass, but and it's also not a Guinness glass. It's a traditional, a traditional cask beer glass. But sure, we give it a go. Cheers, guys. Happy Friday. It's actually, the glass is from it's from a brewery called Steam Brewery, and I got a present for my 40th birthday actually, and it was a selection of beers along with the glass, and all from this brewery, because other than being an Amiga nerd, I'm a Steam Train nerd, and so this was deemed appropriate by the guys in the office. Yeah, and so many things come in 440ml cans. It's shocking. Because I had never actually seen one until now. But still, there's about 10 of them in the fridge, or there's about 10 of them left here. So I'm like, well, I'll drink it. But yeah, I mean, that's they're tougher over there. Yeah, they also celebrate a 14th birthday quite dramatically. Ah, yeah. You know what? That's actually not bad. That's not bad at all. Maybe I just, needed my Friday drink. But I know I'm terrible for being a bit haphazard in the streams, and I have to say I won't be here next week either, I'm afraid, because my brother's getting married in his selfishness on a Friday. So I kind of probably should prioritize that. Yeah, so I'll actually be in Ireland, and I'll be getting drunk, but not streaming it. I mean, potentially could. Fucking carnage. Yeah. Well, yeah. See, the thing is, I tend not to for drinking stuff that's brutal, that I know I'll hate. Things like there's some grapefruit beers, grapefruit infused pale ales and stuff like that are. Oh, there's a bottle that's been on my beer shelf downstairs for about 3 years, and I just like, nah, not having that. Yeah, I know. It's shocking, isn't it? How inconsiderate of him. He knows I stream. Well, yeah, thank you very much. He actually got married in November in Copenhagen, and so it's just the actual legal part was done in Copenhagen, but everyone knows the important part is the piss up, and so that's happening next Friday. Huge responsibility. 100%. I'll make it known to him on his wedding day. I'll make it known. Like, you won't believe what I'm missing to be here. But I did sometimes stream on weekdays as well. I must try and do that during the week as well, just to keep the the regular irregularity going. Yeah. Yeah, shocking. Because it was actually moved. It was supposed to be on the Saturday, but see, the thing is, I probably would have been going over on the Friday anyway, so yeah, I wouldn't have been here. Oh. Yeah. I could have this game finished for going on the ferry. Yeah. Now I'm flying. I'm flying and I'm traveling light because I'm just literally going over for the weekend. So I won't be driving. I won't be on the ferry. But well remembered. Yeah. Anyway, right. Let's have a look at this favorite game. I thought it would be gone for a long time. Yeah, it's literally just me. The wife and kids are staying here. It was just a little bit awkward to work out. They were all going to go over on the Saturday, and then he moved it to the Friday, and it was just because they'd be going over on Friday evening, or on Friday after school. He's having the wedding, the whole ceremony and everything is sort of in the evening, and so basically with a young kid and with a young baby and the young lad, it just wasn't going to work out for the kids. So it was like Sarah would have gone all the way over and not come back or not really, only spent an hour there or something, so she said she wouldn't bother, so that's fine. I did a friend for Longford's wedding, was married a half Danish girl. No way. Now here's the thing, my brother's wife is Brazilian. but what happened was, basically they wanted to get married before the end of the year to save her renewing her visa. Now it wasn't a visa thing, she's been in the country a long time, and they've been together a long time, but it was just to neaten up the paperwork. And when they decided to do that, they're like, okay, well, it's going to take 6 months to get a wedding license in Ireland and 6 weeks to get one in Denmark, so let's go to Denmark. And that's what they did. They didn't even want us going or anything. Well, we went obviously, but he was just like, yeah. Well, that's the joke, but no, she didn't. She's been clinging on for a long time. She would have long since given up asking if that was what the story was. Yeah, that could be it, or maybe it's her secret plan. Maybe maybe he's just like, whatever you want, dear. But there you go. That's the situation anyway. So that's what I'll be doing next weekend. I also have to do photography for it, because he's been very casual about it. It's like, this isn't a big deal. It's just a sort of a casual celebration, nothing very formal or anything like that. So I have to do the photography for it. And I've been saying for weeks, I'm gonna brush up, I'm gonna take the camera out, I'm gonna get some practice in. Have I fuck? Oh dear. But what's the story with the the Longford wedding? Especially down in the country, they go hard. Yeah. Should be grand. It'll be grand. It'll all be grand. I actually did have my camera out recently. It's on the floor behind me. But you know what? I actually, speaking of the camera, I went to Tesco today to buy lithium batteries for it. Like, as in AA lithium batteries. So, for a long time, you could get, like, I'm just picking a random one here. This is just a random one out of one of the little lads' toys. So, AA batteries. And a camera flash takes 4 or 5 of them. And it chews through them when you're using, when you're going heavy on it on a dark day or in a dark venue. It chews through batteries. So what I have done in the past is used these lithium batteries. Now they're fucking brilliant. Everyone said, oh, these batteries are little, they'll last 150% longer or 200% longer than your average batteries. Like, lithium batteries last about 10 times longer than any other battery, without, absolutely blows them all away. They cost a fortune as well. So, and so I think, so when I went to Tesco today, it's like, oh no, they don't have any. And I went and asked the guy, and he said, never heard of them. Let me check. And he checks it on his little tablet thing. And he said, oh, they've been discontinued. I was like, fuck. Because no one will buy them because it's about 20 quid for a pack of 4. But it's like 20 quid and they last forever. They're so good. You'd go through 10 packets of normal batteries on a day, and then you have to stop and change them, and your flash is getting slower to cycle and the whole lot. So yeah, lithium batteries, they're absolutely phenomenal. So I'm going to have to try and get them somewhere else. I'm going to have a look here. I think these lithium batteries have been in here for years. Them bad boys there. Ultimate lithium, you can't really read that. But they are spectacular yokes. Does it have a manufactured date? And they never ever leak either. But you'd hope not, because if they leak they catch fire. So best before date is 2028. Now they have a 10-year shelf life. So they're in there 8 years. But it's probably about 20 quid worth of batteries in there. But savage yokes. And I once did a wedding where I burned through one set of them in the whole day and night, and just coming at the end of the night, like in the DJ and stuff we're playing, and I took them out and they were red hot. Like, wow, properly cooked them. Yeah. Anyways, there you go. So I'm gonna have to try and get them somewhere else now. Right. SkyBlocks. Right. So we had this running, and it was basically finished, wasn't it? Except for this high score table. Music loop, better sound, competition mode. I think we finished that, didn't we? Let's give it a go anyway and see if we finished it. Press fire. Oh, and remember I said that it was very laggy when I was going, when I pressed up. I don't know if I said that or if I found, hey, wait a minute, it's laggy when you go to the menu. You could go down through the menu, but going up through the menu was a bit laggy, and I was like, oh, some sort of bug there. Turns out the 8 on my numpad is knackered. so that's what's happening there. It's perfectly fine with the controller. So we go to competition. It overlaps. It's the amount of overlap plus 1 point, I think, is what it adds up. Yeah. And normal mode is just how many layers you get. Yeah, that's it. That's fine. That looks like it's fine. Scroll gradient all done. Drawing outside. So that bug that shows up once in a while, I keep on ignoring it. and I may just need to add a couple of pixels onto a bitmap to fix it. Fine. High score tables, because we're going to have 2 high score tables. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at Ouija Nights and see if I can remember, or see if, just basically rip the code out of that. Open new Ouija Nights, because I know Ouija Nights has a working high score table. Ouija Nights, Ouija Nights. Oh, I have to try and remember my way around this code. Okay, so end game, end of game, status hashtag end game. Oh, I see a lot of fudging of stuff. Fudge factors. Okay, where is the main event? High scores. Oh. First off, I make a copy of the bitmap. Screen. How will I do this? How will I do it? How will I do it? It must be in functions, is it? Ouija funks. Ouija funks. Funk. Load high scores. Show high scores, that's what we want. Now, and here's the thing, do we want, when we do this, yeah, so we sort of draw a box over the thing. We make a copy of it and then copy it back. So scroll. So high scores. And we're going to give top 10 and 2. We're going to make it a 2-dimensional array, and it'll be fine because we're not going to change these numbers. So normal mode is 0 and competition mode is 1. High scores. And score and a name. Okay. So our high scores will each contain a score and a name. That's what we want. SkyBlocks. Let's give it a new date. Oh my god, I've been working on this for so long. 2025. September 2025. I can't believe I thought this would be done in like a couple of weeks. Jesus. 17th of April. 17th of April. Cool. That's okay. Did we define some colors up here? Color black, color white. So we're dimming them. They'll end up all zeroed anyway. So so what we're going to do is we're going to set up some dummy information. So iScores.hs. iScores. Equal to we're doing score. It's 11 miles high. That button, yeah. Backslash name. Cause I think we need lots of people in there. So what we'll do is we'll put that something like that. Just to give us some dummy values to stick in there. So what we need to do is, oh, we almost started it. Draw high scores. So so we've got 2 frames that are involved. Are we going to double buffer for this? Maybe we shouldn't double buffer. Should we put double buffer? Maybe we should, maybe we shouldn't. Oh, I can't decide. Right, so so we're going to make it, let's make the scoreboard 200 wide, so that's 120, so we make it 60 across. Let's see what this looks like. Plus 20. So is it x2? Yeah, x2. No, we'll do 200 across 60. And we'll make that a white line. Let me see. When we're going across that way, we'll do 199. 61. And down the left. So that's the two lines across the top. We'll make a sort of little beveled kind of pattern on it. So that's down there. So now we need to go to 61. So if we make that 200 high as well, cam y plus 19, cam y plus 219. Oh, well, our screen's 256, so let's say 229. Yeah. Shall we go the whole lot? Well, 256 so it'll be 255, 245, 235. 235. I'm only putting in the second one. If you put in one set of coordinates, it continues from the last line, so we already have that there. So line 236, and we're going back up the way. And y plus 20. So that's that line, and then when we're there, so line, let's go 200, cam y plus 21, so that's 20, that should be 21 then. Oh no, sorry. Oh, I've confused myself now. 19, so that's actually bigger. It's 1 pixel bigger. Line 199. Oh no, that's the inside. Sorry, that is the inside. That should be 21. 21. So 1661. 61 is the inside line. So this one, (200 plus 21), comma 200, comma 236, black. Oh, and line. Plus 22. 999. 235. And then from there we go to that didn't work. Yeah, I just realized. So that's a top line, side line. Oh no, it does work. It does work. Yeah, sorry, yeah. And now this one. So we've drawn down the outside again. Then we should be able to just go straight across the bottom. Then line, so that will be line 62. Two, three, 5. And then line. It's downside. And then line 61. 236. 200. That should give us a black and white edge beveled box, and now we just go in the inside of all that. X1, Y1. So we're going to go from 62 plus 22. X2 will be 198. Y2 is going to be 234. 234. And the color is going to be, the first 3 pens are different shades of gray. So let's go for the middle one, I think, which is going to be gray. Oh yes, J.W. Oh, why? 61. Oh, yeah. Forgot the color. Yeah, there we go. Oh, we did include the color there. No. There we go. High scores. Okay, we're not actually jumping to that code yet, so let's fix that. So draw high scores. It's running. Main loop. Making move. Falling. Oh, Jesus. Sticking random characters in. Don't be doing that. Finished move. Game over. Handle menu. Here's where we are. Menu choice. Go, so draw high scores. And then oh, MC high scores. Okay, so also draw high scores. Okay. Yeah, we. Let's leave that for now. And we're just going to do that same code down here. For now, it's going to be ugly, but oh, what? What are the modes? What are the game modes? Running. Oh, menu. Menu. shitty keyboard. Okay. Now, high scores. Now. Oh, we wanted our thing 200 wide, not to pixel 200. So it should be 260. But anyways, it looks like for 50% of the time the little kind of windows actually looks decent. So, okay, so well, first off, this should be 60, should be 260, 259, 260, 259. Oh, 250, 260, 260, 258. Is that right? Find out. Oh, high scores. Yeah, that looks like it's in the middle, roughly. That's slightly off to the right, is it? So 200. Oh, we got it on both frames there. Okay. So our let me think about this. So if we're 320 wide and we start at 60, that leaves 260 pixels on the screen. So 320 minus 100 is 200. So that should be in the middle. 260 and 120 is 320, yeah. Okay, so it's slightly off to the side, but I think that's just because of overscan and various things like that. Okay, it looks like it's in the middle, same as the menu items. Right. See, I'm kind of like trying to shortcut things, but I probably shouldn't be doing that. So because what I'm doing is, what I'm trying to say is, I'm running a big state machine, and maybe I want to draw this on both frames. So, you know, it's because the whole display is double buffered. I either draw the same thing on both frames, or I don't draw it at all, or I stop the double buffering, so it just draws once. So what if we have a little flag? Yeah. Here's our main loop. Let's see. Double buffering enabled. So DB enabled. Let's see where's the main band. So that'll turn off the double buffering. This is not going to be visible. And I'll tell you why. For oh. The music player is playing. Oh dear. Yeah, we've freed up a buffer that didn't exist. It makes things all the more complicated. Oh, Nivrig, how are you? Welcome in, Nivrig. I'm having a Guinness. I'm having an actual Guinness. How are you? Fellow the nerds, that is us. That is me, anyway. we've got some possibly less nerdy people in as well. Board na Mona, August Tug Bugay and all that. One of us. There we go. There's a normal one. I consider James to be one of the normal ones because he's not he's not an Amiga type, and yeah, it was just here for the games, and there's not an awful lot of gameplay going on. I'm working on. I've just had a crash. I think, Nivrig, you can hear the music player is playing in the background here, even though the program's been suspended. Yeah. Yes, very good. So yeah, I think we'll have to add a little crash. There we go. Because there we go. Oh, and it's frozen completely now. That's it. That is that. But what's important is the game is still playing music, even though the game is stopped. Right. So I'm adding a high score table to the game, and because I'm lazy, I decided that for the high score table I don't need double buffering, so I suspended the double buffering, drew the high score table, and then when I went out of it I restarted the double buffering and freed up a buffer that didn't exist. So it's whatever that term is. There's a term in corporate lingo that's when you try too hard to work around something, and you end up expending more effort instead of doing the right thing in the first place. That's where I am. Anyway, how has your week been, Nivrig? Have you been well? What's been going on? So what we're going to do is, we're going to have to do it properly. We're going to double buffer the high scores table. Okay, so menu choice, high scores. We're going to do, but Nivrig, I don't know if you were here last time, but I have implemented your suggestion of competition mode in this game. So now you've got competition mode and normal mode, which is for such a short game seems entirely pointless. But this is the way these things work. So now I just have to do the high score tables, and it's basically finished. I think months and months after I thought it would be finished. Hell, never. Yeah, that's it. This is the problem. Yeah, imagine that. So when you click the high scores in the menu, take menu choice. I'm 5 months into a 6 week. That's exactly the feeling. Yes. Yeah. So let's. I'm just gonna throw a load of variables at this. It's gonna be really inefficient, but however. Which project is this? Oh, but you can. Very few people here anyway. Draw high score. So we need. So when we go to draw a high score. So our game modes are here. High scores. High scores menu draw high scores. Then we're gonna have mode. Oh. Yeah, let's do it that way. So what's going to happen is we have the drawing the high scores mode. Although we've got 2 tables of high scores to show because we've got the normal mode and competition mode. Normal mode and high scores mode. Oops. Yes, and I'll just do that, and then we will handle the. We'll set up some variables for handling the high scores modes. So we don't need this anymore. Let's change that to something else. So let's reset game. Well, we don't even want them in there because reset game. That's resetting the actual game. Resetting the game. So menu choice is 0. So high score step. High score step.b and this is gonna be jank. You're gonna love it, Nivrig. High scores. So the high scores are actually displayed there, and so let's put in a reminder there because that's where that's to go. So draw high scores. What high score table? Let's see. Zero. So what we're going to do is we're going to step through high score table. So draw high scores. So and we also need to know what frame we're on. I should be doing this up here. 10 units. High score step. I'm making the little variable shorter because I've only typed them out once, and then I'm already annoyed myself with how long they are. Table, yes, yeah. This is the annoying bit where I'm kind of like, nah, someone else do it. I'm bored now. I did consider doing this off stream, but then I kind of part of why I stream is just to carve the time out to do this, so I have to commit to doing doing it. As in, even just to play games these days, it's just I'll do it on stream and then I have to do it, you know. I owe it to the people. So yeah, so you know, I kind of say I'll do that off stream. I never ever get a chance. So high score step, high score table, and frame, something like that. HS frame. So we don't need any of that shit. Bum 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 bum. So draw high scores. So we've gotten to here first. Oh, we don't want to disable the double buffering. Also don't want to do that. So we're here. So when we enter that mode for the first time, draw high scores. Race button, string gadget requested. Oh my god! So basically, you're writing the UI engine, your GAD tools library equivalent. Oh. Well, I know you probably didn't use it or don't care, but Blitz Basic has all that built in. You can use these funky gadgets that are built into it in Blitz mode, like so when you have the OS shut down. It's used in skid marks. You know, skid marks has an interface that kind of looks like the OS, but it's not. And that's it. It's Blitz mode gadgets. Yeah. Yup. Yeah, I've never actually used it in Anger. I kind of played with it a bit, and it's like, oh, that's quite cool. I haven't used it, but it'll properly draw all your gadgets and you know, at least take some of the donkey work out of it. But yeah, that's yeah, that sounds it just sounds mind-numbing. Okay, so when we go to draw, we're going to go to draw high scores. So we want to reset this so high score table is 0. High score step is 0. And what was the other one? High score frame. Okay, so so we don't care if we're not in sync, so we can take as long as we want because it's double buffered. So what we're going to do is draw high scores is going to draw the table, and it's going to fall out of the high scores mode to high scores, and then it's going to fall back when you press fire, so not just to menu. So we're going to say if so if we're on the table 1, that's draw. I'm very intrigued about this project, though. I have to say. HS table. I score table is 1. So we press fire. We go to the... And we go press fire, we go back to the main menu. We want to erase it there. Else... That's a cool mod. Okay, yeah, we'll deal with that after. It's tidy up mess. Tidy up the mess. Okay, so we're starting at 0 and we fall in here. So now we need to actually draw that. Yeah, it's class. What's the name of it actually? I must look. Hold on a second. Find out. We find out if I can find where the player's gone. Too many windows open. Polizei. Polizei. Of course it is. Doesn't give any more information about it. Ein, zwei, Polizei. Cool. Yeah, okay, so. Concentrate, Rob, concentrate. So, going in here both times, so it shouldn't matter which time, we go in here and we draw our box. And it doesn't matter if we draw the box twice because we're going to be erasing the board in between. Yes, so that makes sense. Draw high scores. So we go to okay, we will call it draw high score frame. Draw HS frame. Where we go? Draw high score frame, and then we have to wait for the next frame. So. Oh, no, we don't want to do that there, is it? High score frame +1. And then it'll go around it, nothing else will change, so it'll do the same thing, but the next time. Okay. I hear you. Ein anderen Bier, bitte. I'm going to get a beer, and I'll be back in a second. Here we are. I was saying earlier, the reason I'm drinking Guinness, I'm not a huge fan, but I had a few people over there last weekend, and one of them came over with a slab of Guinness and only drank like 2 or 3 of them, and left them all here. Oh, it's a good sound, isn't it? So, it is very pretty. Well, I noticed earlier that you can't really see it with the reflections on the glass, but very nice. But they're only 4 40ml cans, so it's not a proper pint. also not the right glass. But let's ignore that. Yeah. So what we're gonna do is, so it should do that twice. Then also draw high score frame. So if high score frame is 1, so oh, how do we do this? Oh, you're in the Lauriston. Oh, that's oh, I've been there. That's just a decent pub, to be fair. The pub in Glasgow, if anyone knows, it's weird. It's kind of in no man's land. It's a bit of an odd one. And it's a very Ouija pub. It's like, you know, sort of salt of the earth kind of pub. It's cool. It's also on the subcrawl. And the subcrawl for the uninitiated. Nivrig, if you're ever over in Glasgow, we're going to subcrawl. It basically, the subway in Glasgow is a circle. Very, very simple. And you buy a day ticket, and basically you get on and off at every stop and have a pint at each stop all the way around, and that's a subcrawl. And let's do it. But it's funny, like the subway in Glasgow is yes, very simple. It's just an oval track, and it's a very small train. It's a little train. So the train was orange, or used to be orange, so it was called the Clockwork Orange. And also all various other names. But it's quite funny to see the map. You know, you get on the train, you look at the map, it's just like it's just an oval. But yeah, there's one. Exactly, yeah, that's exactly how the map looks. That's the one. So, you know what? We don't actually need this. We can just do step, can't we? Or we'll just count the frames. Yes, DFCC. I'm sure you have been on a subcrawler too. But yeah, the Lauriston's a lovely pub. And it's weird. Yeah, it's weird because there's nothing. It's sort of like almost. There's this band of like semi-abandoned industrial area in the south side of Glasgow that if I'm walking home, or well, where I used to live, I have to walk through. But that was kind of on the way, and it's kind of like there's nothing there except for the Lauriston, and across the road from it there's the subway, and nothing else. But it's a main road, and it's just a bit dodgy walking through there at night. But anyways, glad you made it okay. yeah, true. Oh, I didn't tell you there, Nivrig. I was in Belfast there a few weeks ago. I had to fly home at short notice, and it made a lot more sense to fly to Belfast. And I flew to Belfast City and was passing through. I thought of you, but then I thought I don't have time to stop, so I won't see if you're around. But not to worry. But yeah, just got the bus. It was actually quite handy because I was in the. It didn't right. That's it. Sorry, next time. But I went to Belfast City and got off the plane, onto the bus, and to the Grand Central Station or whatever it's called. And Jesus, that was super handy. I was like, whoa, that was good. And I was in Dublin like 2 hours later. Oh, there we go. There you go, John. Welcome in. Welcome along. Yep. But we'll have to do a Scottish Amiga road trip to Belfast, I think, and join the join the Amiga Belfast guys. Sláinte. Indeed, I'm drinking Guinness tonight. But yeah, no. So I was just passed through 9th. Oh, that's too close. Oh no, I can't do that. Oh, don't do that. Oh, Nivri, when's the one after that? Sorry, you did tell me about that. I'm gonna look at my calendar. I'm sure you did tell me about that. It is in my calendar. Oh, I'm not gonna be able to do that. It's short notice. I'm saying short notice. Short notice from myself to me. I put that in my calendar the last time I was talking to you. Dear. Yeah, because next week I'm in Ireland for my brother's wedding. I'm not going to pull off 2 weekends that close together in Ireland, I'm afraid. November. Yes, let's do it. We get a few of the lads on the cheap flights, and we'll come over and annoy yous. But yeah, anyways, so high score table. We're just gonna we're going to do no we're gonna take that out of there and put that down the bottom here, and so every frame that counts.
You know the job was dangerous when you took it.
HS frame. We'll do it instead of doing an if, loads of ifs. We'll do case 0.
You know the job was dangerous when you took it.
Sometimes I miss the C, the way you can fall through a switch statement in C. You know, if you don't use a break, but it's okay. Case 1, I will do the very same thing. You're clearly only in for the drink. But sure, you'll come over to Amiga Belfast with us, won't you? You could come to Amiga Scotland, Scottish Amiga group at some point, seeing as you're here. So what this should do is this should give us both of the... When we run this, we're just going to run it now just to see. It should just draw the box. And it should... Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, let's get rid of that. Shite. And that. And now this should just give us... Draw scores. Oh, yeah. Okay. Draw... Yeah, HS frame. Because we're going to change it around a bit. Ah, fuck you. Come on. Select. I hate the if without an end if because it only reports the error when it gets to the end of the code and says, hey, wait a minute, I've got one if left over. So let's see, did I miss it at the double buffering bit? Where's the double buffering bit? Nope. So it has to be in this bit. Select and select. Fine. Oh yeah, there it is. If high score table equals 1. Okay. This should let us draw the frame when we choose high scores. And it's solid. No flickering. Cool. Excellent. This is good news. And it lets me quit with the existing quit key. Yeah. Because I started to panic there thinking I'm stuck in this mode. So, if high score table is 1, then we go to menu mode. Is there a draw menu? Let's see, draw menu. Oh yeah. I do, yeah. When is the next Scottish Amiga thing? Oh, do I even have a thing set up for it? Do I? Oh, there I do. Oh, see, there's... If you check, I don't know if you're on Facebook, but if you check the Facebook group, you'll see there's there are... The meetings are usually set up there as events on... let me see. Where? But there's one coming up soon enough, I think. Or was it just talk of it? I can't remember. Anyways, check out the Facebook group, because there are a couple of dates coming up. John might know, actually. John McDermott, if you're still there. I can't remember when the next Scottish Amiga meetup is. There's supposed to be one soon enough. But see, I'm not organising it. Last one was 14th of March, yeah, and I wasn't able to make that one. Yeah. Yeah, I think Fred was talking about one in May, and then Andrew was talking about one over the East Coast in at some point as well. Oh yeah, I heard that. I see. That's the thing, is I used to be the organizer, so I'd be able to tell you straight away, but I'm not anymore. As in, I just haven't got the time to deal with it all. So Fred is organising it now, and but there's another guy who has kind of I think he does a more general retro night, or retro kind of meet. I haven't been to his one yet, so I don't know what it's like. Yeah, absolutely, because it's generally good fun. You usually have a sensible soccer tournament, and yeah. Yeah. Okay. Right. Let's go back to where were we? Oh, we still have frame count. We should be using frame count. That's what we've been doing. So. Yeah, the Loch Rannoch one is kind of down in... That's Ayrshire, isn't it? My Scottish geography. I know I'm here long enough, I should know, but okay. So where do I draw the menu? Frame count equals 0. Oh, that's what's wrong. Oh yeah, we draw the menu every frame. Why isn't it going away? So we're in high scores. Oh, because we don't. We get stuck here forever. Oh Jesus, that's too much. Too much. Bit better. Here's where it gets awkward, because I would actually like to be able to do you do a little delay between drawing the lines, but I don't want to do it in maybe an if then is the way to go. I can do that separately anyway. Um, so what we're doing is we want to draw HS frame, and then we want to what we want to do is, well, what are our shapes? S underscore high scores, S underscore normal, S underscore competition. High score frame. If it's normal, and let's see where are we putting that, and we're putting that at 160 because I'm sure I've mid-handled these so they can go in the middle of the screen, and then we'll do that at can y plus 50. Hey Javier, welcome in. Welcome in as only one crash so far, yes. And I'm having a Guinness. Sláinte, welcome in. Happy Friday and all of that. Oh, what? Oh, it's constant. So what this should do is I'm not hugely into Guinness, but yeah, yeah, I got a load for free, so I'm drinking it. It's fine. It's I'm enjoying it tonight. Sometimes, you know, yeah, I think I have to be in the mood for Guinness, but it's working tonight. Yeah, I can't remember what I was doing here. But so high score table as frame count equals 0, mode equals main. So what this should do is this should switch between normal and it's not going to show any scores, but it's going to show normal and wrong button. Normal, yes. And when I click that, it's going to say competition, but it doesn't. Right, okay. What's happened here? Draw high scores. Select high score frame. Oh, I see. Yeah. So when we're going back to draw high scores, so we have to do to restart from scratch. Oh my god, what is going on here? High score frame. Yeah, we already have a menu. So this is the yeah, every 2 days, I suppose. Yes. This is basically the last thing I have to do is just add the high score table. So we have a menu already, and that works. Just need to do the high score table. select high score frame. Oh, we have to do this for both, do we? We don't want to blit at every frame, so just it's only when we redraw it that we need that. So we could do this, yeah, with if then statements as well, because that code is basically exactly the same. Okay. Oh, still the wrong button. What is going on? So we draw the high scores, goes to draw frame. We draw the high scores. Oh yes, high score frame equals, this is going to be our maximum frame, so let's say a 50. We'll do it the right way. Mode is high scores. Okay, so what'll happen is we should go to the normal high scores. When we press fire, it'll switch to the next one. Competition, yes. And we press fire again, go back to the menu. Yes, except we didn't erase the thing. Normal, competition, and back to the menu. Sweet, okay, that's fine. I know I haven't gone back to the menu properly. I haven't erased it. That will come later. It's just a matter of copying the bitmap out and copying it back. That chunk of the bitmap, I'll just make a little temporary bitmap and buffer it manually. Okay. So now I've changed that to a select and end select, but I think I'm going to do it as a bunch of ifs instead. Because end fee, because then I can do it this way. Yes, but no. Yes, it probably would be, but a couple of reasons. First off, it's all synchronized to the main loop. So yeah, so it's because of the double buffering, I have to run everything twice, and that's why it's all looking a bit weird. But so I have that. I also have yeah, for speed, basically. Not that I have a problem with so many objects on this game, but it's just, yeah, I use functions outside of that. But the double buffer screen, I did say first off that I've got to disable the double buffer screen. You could jump out of the main loop and just sit drawing the high score table and then go back to it. But that ended up being more complicated, so I'm doing it this way. It ended up being more complicated than I wanted it to be, basically. So that should be fine. So we don't need any of that. So that is actually the same code, or does the same thing. Yeah. Yep. And so it waits for 50 frames. Yeah, well, sort of. Yeah. I'm not swapping out pointers myself. Blitz Basic is swapping out the pointers, but the code for doing that is just, it's just a case of every frame I draw the display. So all I'm doing is I'm displaying the bitmap point idea and inverting it here, and then swapping to the next buffer, the other bitmap. to do all my drawing and stuff. It's doing the same thing in the background. It's fine, but oh, pointers to pointers. Oh, yeah. If there's one thing I hate more than pointers, it's pointers to pointers. Yeah. Pointer squared. So, high score frame. Okay. And then what we're going to do is, that's fine. If okay, so. Yeah. It's just let's go around in circles. Okay. Yeah. I think that's the way to create a black hole. I think that's what that is. Okay, so what we're going to do is if there's a range, if we have a range of values. Oh, I know what I'm going to do here. So let's say if we want to draw one line of the high score every 20 frames, let's say. So frame 0 and 1. So we're going to say 21. No, because we start this on 22. And then what was the I set up a couple of variables. High score step. I set that to 0, didn't I? Yeah, I did. So if high score step equals pointer go. Yeah. It's kind of the noise my brain makes when I try to think through a chain of pointers like that. I'm like, oh god. It's like, I think especially now that I've got like a young baby, my pointer stack is about 1.5 pointers deep. That's as far as I go. 2 pointers, no, works half the time. Oh, that's the stuff of young single nerds. Pointers collected, thrice indirected, collated, instruction compiled. That's class. Ah, yes. Say, okay, so if the high score step equals 10, oh no. Yeah, so 10. So if high score step less than 11, so we take 20 away. You know what? We're going to change that to minus 20. And yes. and if so, we're going to count up the frames and we're going to loop through this loop 10 times, and this is where we draw the next line. Yeah. that's class. Go Draw a high score line. Draw a high score line. This is almost gonna be a function. Returner, return. And so what we're going to do is draw a high score line. So, I can't remember. One of the does this use see, locate works differently when you're using the OS and when you're not. So it's one of these Blitz things where the same command actually compiles to different code depending on whether you've got the OS running or not. So the locate command positions your text cursor on a bitmap. But if you do it with the OS running, it uses OS routines, and I think the OS routines base it on pixels, but they round it to the nearest 8. Whereas when the OS is shut down, it takes character positions. I think. Let's try something. 60. Let's 10 characters across, and you know what? I could just read the documentation. Cursor position. So it's character position across the bitmap is always rounded to a multiple of 8. 8. Okay, yeah, so it's in characters. And you can use a fractional position on the y-axis. Yeah, 10, come here. And we're at cam y. So we're dividing that by 8. Plus. And that is going to be HS step. Print. Expression, print. What are we doing? High scores, and that is going to be that one. High scores name. Locate 10, locate 30, something like that. Let's try. This is gonna fall on its arse. I just feel it. Feel it on my bones. It has fallen on its arse. Oh, no, it didn't. Okay. Surprising that. Didn't show anything. Why you no show anything? Why? Draw a high score line. So. The frame increments each time, and it should get, when it gets to 22, it will drop to 2, and high score step will be +1. And it will draw the next line of that table. No, the line's going to be in the wrong order. I'm not worried about that at the moment. Actually, there won't be, but it's because the dummy data is wrong as well. Why is that not printing anything? I've put the dummy information in. Oh, fuck, because they're all going on the wrong bitmap, aren't they? Are they? Maybe they are. Well, no, it should flicker then, because we're still in double buffered mode. So, oh yeah, so we need to double buffer this. So why, but it should have still shown it flickering. So if HS step is equal to 22, or the frame is 22, just to do the double buffering bit. So the frame afterwards. In what buffer? Yeah, but it should still, like, even if I'm blitting in the wrong one, it should, like, flicker. Label not found. Go to draw HS line. So it's responding after it's drawn. Ah, there's my there's my text. Printing it to the shell, that's where it's going. Ah, yes, yes. What buffer? Just print it to the ether. Yeah. You only need the high scores when you quit the game. That's dear, oh dear. Where am I? Draw high scores line. We don't need that. Because now we know where it is. Now. Hey, it's okay. We're getting somewhere. What just happened there? Oh, I think I know. I think the frame counter is wrapping around. Watch, this is going to disappear in a few seconds. No, it's not. It's going to make a liar out of me. Oh, there we go. Yeah, no, that frame counter is wrapping around or something crazy like that. Yeah, and it's erasing. I can't even remember why I'm using a different frame counter for the high score table. So it drops the high scores. Actually, no, I don't know why that is. So I don't know why it's doing that. It does feel like it's a variable. It's like a frame counter wrapping around, but it should never go above 50. High score frames 50. We just drop out of the high score drawing. You know, let's get rid of that. But high score step +1. Oh no, we want that in there. Mode is high scores. And then we should go back to the menu, but it shouldn't. I don't understand why it's dropping out like that. What's happened? What's happened? Why is there an extra 0? Gonna disappear. That looks like a stain there. Is it? Is it? We've got an extra line here. I don't know what that's about. I guess I'm going one too many lines. Clearly. Okay, so competition, doing the same thing. Oh, it's a beautiful, beautiful flickery thing. Okay. I don't really understand how I fixed that, but I did fix it. Maybe. Okay. High score frame. Because yes, it will redraw the frame and erase everything, but I don't know. It's ugly, but I want to do this. Yeah, I reset it when you go to another mode. So so basically when you switch, there's a high score step. So that, or high score frame, they're both reset there. So this high score frame is reset in the high scores section. Basically, once you press fire, it shouldn't be reset otherwise. But also, this code shouldn't be executing once it gets to here. So it gets reset and starts again when you press fire. Okay, spacing looks better. And the 0 at the bottom there, I'm going to get rid of that now in a second. And oh no, it's not there. Page a high score frame. High score step. 10. So we're okay. So we're doing scores 0 to 9. It turns out. Let's do this, where we get a flickering 0 at the end. And then else most high scores, and then we're going to blitz. Press fire. To 220, let's say. This is going to be flickery again, is it? Bum bum bum. No. Oh. Oh. No. What the fuck? Fuckity fuck fuck. What happened there? Oh, you see now. What's happening there? Draw HS frame. I'm only calling it from there. Oh no, sorry, from here. Mode is draw high scores. Shouldn't fall back to there either. We shouldn't be executing the menu because you know, we don't want to draw the frame there. We want to draw the frame here because that's the double buffering bit. Surely that's not the one. No, it's up. Oh, that's getting annoying. That is very annoying. I don't get it. I don't get it. Let's disable a couple of these things. So we shouldn't get a frame at all here. So oh yeah. So shouldn't get erased. It gets erased. So it's not drawing. It's not the drawing of the frame that's causing that erasure. What am I missing here? Where's it going? It's disappearing from both bitmaps. And because it was leaving the box there, the frame, that means that it was it's not like it's like spontaneously scrolling to some other point on the bitmap. What's going on? What's going on? What is going on? So we're in high scores mode. High score table. There's one. Brain counts that and it goes back to menu. But that's only if fire is pressed. Surely fire is getting pressed. But no, because we'd see it at the top. It would say, it would change to competition mode. That else isn't getting associated with that end. If is it? Let's just put this in here, just in case. Was that an AI? Is it first? Nice. Mm-hmm. You know, just thought maybe it's, but it shouldn't be triggering that at all. So, fire has been pressed. Fire has not been. Fire has been pressed. So if the table is that, we reset and go back to the menu. We erase the table. For else, we draw high scores. We go to the next one. That hasn't fixed it, has it? I don't like that has fixed it. I don't like it. Oh no, it hasn't fixed it. Okay, that's okay. No, it's not. Well, you know what I mean. Does it come back? I don't understand what's happening here. If I touch nothing, that kind of disappear as well? Yeah, it is. But then the bitmap was still there. One of them was, because it was flickering. Press key and show high score. Well, yeah, it's supposed to show the table and wait for you to press fire. And then it switches to the next table. Wait for you to press fire. Then it switches to the menu. But it's disappearing, but it's still there. So double buffering is still going. It's still in the main loop. We're not stalling the main loop somewhere, are we? How can we be doing that? Yeah, no, there's nothing. Oh, what is happening? What is happening? Something here. Draw a high score line. That's all working perfectly. It falls out of the end of it. Draw a high score line. Draw a high score line. Blitz, press fire. And we're not using buffered blitz or anything here. We're just unfancy, straightforward blitz. High score frames 23. Yeah, that matches that. It's just the double buffered counterpart. High score frame +1. Still feels like it's wrapping around, but then why doesn't it draw the rest? If high score frame is wrapping around, that can't be that causing it. If that's wrapping around, it should draw them again afterwards. I know I have the scores and they work. I actually have it laid out in a similar way in Dodgy Rocks and it works fine. I tend to just copy and paste the code from there. But it also works fine in Ouija Nights. And I said I was going to copy and paste that code, but then I didn't. I said I'll do it separately because of the double buffering thing. If this is fixed, I don't know why it's there. Why is it there? Why? What's happening? Why is it falling back to... I don't know whether I want it to be fixed or not. You know. But it's not, you see what I mean? It's not redrawing stuff. It did appear there for a fraction, for a couple of frames. Is it fixed? Is it not fixed? But no, I already checked. It's not the drawing of the frame. It's really bizarre. I didn't touch anything. And it's not the drawing of the frame. But why is competition and the frame left okay? And just that stuff is erased. And then it is coming back there. We need some nasty, quick and dirty debugging here. Where are we? Where are we? And then we're going to do imprint. From high score frame. Ugly, ugly, ugly. Why can't I see it? because it is outside. Why does it do that? Why does it swap back to that? Something else is going on here. Let's see. Where are we switching back? Where are we switching the output? Whoops. Pop output. What is going on? What is going on? Or is it just too high up? Oh, it's not something stupid like that now, is it? Where's my text going? Why is this not working? Locate? Already looked at this. Can Y? Oh fuck. Divided by 8. There we go. Dear. Yeah. They're staying put. What do they do when they disappear? Come on, do your stupid thing. Why aren't you doing your stupid thing? Why? Why? Good night, John. Cheers. Thanks for hardly exciting. Oh, there. Okay, it's disappeared, but good to see you. Good to hear from you. Hardly exciting. Why the numbers haven't moved? Why have the numbers not moved? What is it? I don't understand what's happening here. Fuck's sake. And now they're back, and the numbers still haven't moved. So those counters aren't wrapping around. They're getting to where they are and they're staying there, which is what I expect them to do. I thought I was going to have this done this stream. Okay. Well, seeing as I'm yeah. Yeah. Just streaming forever is my personal purgatory. Okay, so we're gonna do. I'm gonna use white and then pen 2 for the background because that's the dark grey that's on the menu. So we should get white text now. Yeah, we do. And it disappears. And it was always there in the other frame. What the fuck? What could possibly... What could... Don't know. I'm gonna have to look through it and see where we're drawing. But as we see, if we were erasing the bitmap, we would erase. Yeah, no, I should have gone with my stupid shortcut. Fuck's sake. We also want to move these scores over a bit. Think 28. Does that look better? Yeah, it looks about right. Although if they're 3 digits, yeah, let's do 27. That'll do. That'll do. Here's it comes back for just a frame. That debugging bit I'm doing there, I have to add to that. I want to add and so the mode Mode 8 and then Mode 9. Now let's see, that doesn't change, does it? Because it should be in mode 9 when it's sitting waiting to press fire. I have to stare at it because I don't miss when it changes, when it disappears. Hey, I see what you did there. 9. That did not flicker. That did not show any other number there. Also, it's after erasing that text from under the frame. I know, okay, I know that's drawing every frame. Let's just it's absolutely bonkers. I'm just going to draw a dirty big box here in random color. Blue, apparently. Does it erase the blue? It does not erase the blue. What in the name of all that is holy is going on? I think I need a priest. So the blue isn't being redrawn every frame. Yeah, fucking right. I don't know what's happening. What is going on? Like, I'm right, that strip is not being redrawn every frame. Oh my god. Just came back to fucking troll me there. Jesus. Do it again. Fucking dare you. So what can erase just the text? The text has been drawn to the bitmap. It has been drawn to the bitmap. You can't erase the text from the bitmap and restore what's left behind it. You just can't, unless you make a copy of the bitmap, and I haven't made a copy of the bitmap. It's not something I'm doing every frame. So so it comes back. Something's overflowing somewhere, and it's I'm about to throw in the towel myself, Nivrik. I don't know what's going on. Something's overflowing somewhere, and it's redrawing the thing. But even if you, but it's not redrawing the thing. It's erasing the text because I'm not redrawing the bitmap. So no. Good night, Nivrig, and thank you for calling in. Thank you for calling in. I will. I may murder someone tonight, or something. This is really annoying. really, really, really annoying. I have an idea. Well, I don't see how this is gonna. If I delete that from there, but I go to if we put it there, it should only show up in one of the frames, so it should constantly flicker. My double buffering is broken. Something is going on with the double buffering. Something. So, is my double buffering being broken? Let's see. We're getting stuck. We're getting stuck. Stuck. Okay, right, we're getting somewhere. That would make sense because we're drawn, and for some reason it randomly flips buffer, but I've only been drawing to one. We've no conditions here. Absolutely every time switches frame. Do we have any other use bitmap? Command. Reset game, fine. Yeah, I'm fine with that. So how are we getting stuck in how are we getting stuck here? Draw high score frame. So, when we're in the menu, mode is draw high scores. But it'll exit the loop, and the next time it comes around, it'll jump to here. It doesn't... How can it get stuck in here? Let's have a look at this again, because it also doesn't do it when press fire is flashing. So we're in the menu. High scores. Stays in that bitmap. Let's see if the bitmap flips when it disappears. So we're flipping bitmap, flipping buffer, and there it comes back as buffer 1. Why though? Why is it not? Why are we not drawing the same thing to both? Ah, yes. Expand. Yay. Cool. Now, we should be drawing oh shit. I know what's happening. Oh, I think I know what's happening. Yeah, look what's happening. I'm never drawing this second line to the other bitmap because when I get to frame 22, I'm going back 20. So it never actually draws to the second buffer. Now that doesn't explain why the double buffering is not working. Yeah, we should do this in the other loop. Like here. Why are we still not flicking bitmaps? And are we going to disappear now? What's going on? Why is the buffer? Okay, it is flipping, but at least our text is still there. Okay, so we've sort of solved the problem, but we don't know why we're only flipping buffers once in a. bunch of times because it still responds instantly. And it draws. What's that 0 at the top? And why was the last line only drawn in one? This should also not be there. Should be there. So that should print to stop the flicker on that one. Yeah, so that's flickering. Why is the last line flickering? Because that means that would disappear. So, and why have you got a 0 up there? What is going on? Why is our loop stopping? We're drawing the scores fine. Okay, we kind of know that that's working. So where is DB being abused? Main loop. DB equals 1 minus DB. So repeat, and at the very end of that same loop, same repeat loop, repeat until quit. So we draw this debug output every single frame. Why is DB not updating? Use bitmap DB. Hold on a second. So what's this mentalness?
Hade inte du köpt den här julklappskivan förresten?
Why is a 0 up there? And why is it? Oh, what is happening? Okay, well, their dummy data is probably High scores. Yes, so that's just from 1 to 10. So high score step starts at 0. Okay. High score. So okay. So the step does start at 0. Naught to 9. Let's just do it clunkily. I -1. Did we get to 0 at the other end of the table? So why is that? Maybe we shouldn't actually. 10 is 1. Don't understand what's happening. Oh my god. Blit. Okay, so that's blitting there. Let's see where dB is used. So there we go. We display our bitmap. dB, okay, swap it there. Do that. This is all fine. We're just using the variable for the buffer. Bitmap output. Use bitmap. We're not changing it anywhere. So every iteration has to be running. I don't get it. I don't get it. What's the background register? The FF180? This isn't even going to work because I just wanted to modify the palette. If we'd played the game, it behaves almost as we expect, except when press fire disappears and it doesn't double buffer. So what's going on there? So what are the game over? Start. Oops. Buffer blitz, buffered blitz. To our double buffer, press fire. So basically, if the frame count is in the lower half of the second, it will blit, and if it's in the upper half of the second, it won't blit. Or upper half of the 50 frame period, anyway. Won't blit, but it erases every frame. Unbuffers everything every frame. Where's... There's the 2 for the high scores. So this is in start. So the frame counter runs at game over. It also runs for start. How are they that different? Again, blitz in the first half of the second, because we're always staying above 50 once we reach 50 here. What am I missing here? What am I missing? Frames are counting. The buffering is staying at 0. And it's just swapped out. Oh god. I don't know what's going on here. I feel like I'm going to give up. I'm sure there's something stupid. So whether it's obviously something stupid going on. I'm sure there's something that's going to be obvious as soon as I figure it out. Well, press fire is down too low anyway. There's our loop. I wanted to change color register. 182 it would be, wouldn't it? Not 181. What are the color registers? I want to change color register. Say see white. 17 or 18. 18. Let's change color register 18 every frame. Oh, Amiga. Four bits. All right. Only 4. I want a flickering color somewhere. There should be a flickering color. But we wanted, what did I say? Pen 14 or 13, 14, 15. So 14 is don't make me get out the calculator. So double that is 28, and so it's 1C, FF19C. That should be flickering colors. It's not. It should be flickering the black or the white. see. So multiplying by 16. No. Why not? Why not? GFF 180, that's the background. Now we can see that's flashing colours. So it's legitimately not updating the double buffer, only occasionally. Why do I feel like there's a weird emulation glitch? I am using WinUAE, but what I'm doing is fairly simple stuff. Should be. The game over screen, double buffering doesn't happen. Double buffer. So frame count keeps on counting up. Frame count greater than 50, but less than 75. It will blit that. Greater than 100 but less than 50. Or greater than 100 gets reset to 50, so it does this 50 frame cycle. And when it's less than 75 it does that. And in this part of the frame count, oh no, so if the frame count is greater than 75 and less than 100, it doesn't draw the buffered blit. But then for some reason, the bitmap isn't updated. Like the display isn't updated. I don't fucking know. Oh my god. I don't know. I feel really, this is really annoying me. I'm gonna have to try this on real hardware. Just because it's so annoying. I can't understand it. I think that, yeah, that's for another day. I'm gonna call it a night because this is wrecking my head. Absolutely wrecking my head. But I feel some progress has been made. we would have had the high score table done by now if it wasn't for whatever the hell's going on here. Anyways, I'm sure it'll be something stupid and most likely my fault, to be fair. But yeah, let's leave it at that. Let's go and raid someone. And because it's Amiga April, we should find someone who is Amiga-ish to raid. Who is around? Amiga Live, Amigos, Retro Gaming. Core Class Man. There's Kiffer Geo, but yeah, for Amiga April we should or the Tangerine Club are worth a follow if you aside from the Amiga stuff. It's just like I think they are they Argentinian? Just like musicians, like nothing to do with computers at all really. Let's go and raid Core Classman. Because he is doing, what's he doing? Looks like he's playing Alien Breed. Okay, let's go and join in there. Okay. Yeah, Alien Breed. Let's it's a rock hard kind of game already. So let's give it a go. Okay, listen, thanks very much guys. Good night, and I'll talk to you soon. Maybe not next Friday, but at some point I'll be talking to you soon. Okay, take care.
Vibrator, the Idalus 2097. Evening. Good evening. Thank you so much for that trade. Relax, it's basic coding. Oh, nice. Welcome, Raiders. I'm Core Classman. I'm taking part of Amiga April, streaming live from Argentina. And today we beat Robin Hood. That was a challenge. And now some practice is speedrun. So welcome, guys. How was the stream? Basic going, nice. Okay. Oh man, I didn't pick the strafe. Take out this. Okay. Let practice. Frustrating stream. Oh, in there, coding on Friday night. It better goes. Okay, it's you're gonna get the codes. Compile. Basically, it's a compiler and a interpreter. So you got both. Yeah, I know. Oh, I already messed it up, dude. Practice. Gonna practice the run.
Deck 2.
Ouch.
Player 1 requires first aid.
First aid already?
Zone 4.
What? The food. Aha! No way.
Warning. Destruction imminent.
One life. Oh, I don't remember. I don't remember.
Warning.
No, this is not the way.
Imminent. Warning.
Hold up. I
Destruction
don't remember.
imminent.